walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Feel like a dynamite, ready to explode right up in the sky. I need you to listen, I need you to hear, and don't show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been
Hashtag I hate Black Friday weekend. Hashtag a good lot of things, folks. Good afternoon. It is the Premier League 3 o'clock focus this afternoon. You can join me for all of the 3 o'clock focus, the 3 o'clock kickoffs, and I will tell you all about my Black Friday weekend experience that I've just had, because believe you me, I have not had long to prepare since I got home. I haven't had a chance to breathe. Here we go.
Time for cities and towns to start dreaming again. Walking in the footsteps of giants.
Well, folks, very good afternoon to you all, folks, and welcome back aboard here, folks, to Realltom Football, where somehow I'm on time. Would you believe? Yes, you can thank my running feet and my quick fingers for that. But welcome aboard. If you do watch the stream on the replay, please do make sure that you are hitting that subscribe button, leave a like on stream, and sharing the channel around with your friends. But folks, you've joined us here for the 3 o'clock focus live in the Premier League, where we are going to be keeping you across all of the 3 o'clock scores on this Premier League Saturday. If you do watching the stream on the replay once again, smash a like, subscribe, and share the channel around with your friends. I haven't put a poll up because, as you can imagine, I've been very, very squeezed for time. But we are here for 3 o'clock kickoffs in the Premier League, and the kickoff times are, of course, 3 o'clock. I'm just changing the hex code because, like I said, I have not had one chance really to do much. I've just done the bare basics, the bare bits of downloading to make sure that the stream gets on time, and all the rest you kind of see really when I'm late. Yeah, I only dread to think how tomorrow's going to go with the 12 o'clock kickoff. But hey, that is a story for tomorrow. I will sort that out tomorrow. But today, it is the 3 o'clock focus. And here, folks, is the overlay, which I did download whilst I was on the bus. Yes, only 3 o'clock kickoffs today. So it looks a bit neater than it normally would. But yeah. For some reason, I've put a nighttime background of the GSEC on for my background, not a daytime one. But hey, there's me rushing. The buses have been wanked this afternoon, I swear. Honestly. Oh, this morning it were fine. It were lovely. But this, oh. Do you know what? I kind of regret thanking the Premier League for not giving me a Saturday lunchtime game today. I really do. Oh, it's gone terribly. It's got. Do you know what I mean? Anyways, Premier League predictions aired at the wonderful time of 12:15 today. I haven't already seen those now on the YouTube channel of Realltom Football. They are now live and direct for you lovely people. And also, folks, we have put out our schedule for the next 2 Premier League game weeks on the community tab. It is titled Not Your Weekend on Realltom Football this time around. It's your Premier League action on Realltom Football. You can go and check the community tab right now for the full schedule of what we've got planned for you guys over the course of Premier League game week 13 and 14. That stretches out all the way through to next Thursday. The full schedule is there. If you want to go take a look, that is now on the community tab. And yeah, Monday's predictions might be subject to change because I might have to record those tomorrow after Chelsea Arsenal. It's a good thing it's not really a fixture that pundits need to talk about, I suppose. Otherwise, yeah, I'd be a bit like about that. But yeah, anyways, folks, dusting myself off. It is 2:48 in the UK, so I am going to, in a minute, connect my earbud up. But before we do that, shall we get to some team news? Because there's only 3 o'clock kickoffs in the Premier League today. So I thought, let's get them all previewed, all 3 of them in depth. Here we go. And by the way, 3 is the bare minimum we do on the 3 o'clock focus. If it's any less than 3, yeah, you can kiss the 3 o'clock focus goodbye. So you're lucky that there is 3 today. Barely above the threshold. I might be saying, could you not have put that Man City game on tomorrow? Yeah. Anyways, Brentford against Burnley is first on my list. That is the reason why we've got the G-Tech in the background. Yes, by the way, Ashik, welcome aboard to you. Yes, we have got bets. And of course, because I am not going to be anywhere near a Coral tomorrow because of the stupid 12 o'clock kickoff time of the Palace game. The Coral Football Super Series is also here now, which you guys know that I have been coming close on recently. There is an Accra Insurance. There is Ladbrokes 123. There's everything that you could possibly want. The Coral Football Super Series will not be revealed, though, until tomorrow when Chelsea play Arsenal, because that is the corresponding fixture to the Football Super Series. So that will be getting stocked away and kept out of your sight until tomorrow, which is Super Sunday, which starts at 11:45 a.m. tomorrow. The good news is I'm not doing 2:05. I'm doing 12 o'clock, 4:30 tomorrow. So I, on the Acker Insurance, yeah, fuck the in-depth analysis. I've gone Brentford to beat Manchester City. Brentford to beat Manchester City, no. Brentford to beat Burnley, Manchester City to beat Leeds United, Sunderland to beat Bournemouth, Coventry to beat Charlton, and Middlesbrough to beat Derby County. It is a £1 stake and it returns £11.84. That is the fivefold Acker Insurance from Ladbrokes. And it is, of course, one lets you down, you get a free bet. But I think all 5 of those teams will get their wins nice and solidly today. So, yes, and they all are in this 3 o'clock period. So that's also a nice touch for me. Moving on, the Ladbrokes 1, 2, 3 corresponds, of course, to any predictions that I have made. I will be looking at it, but I won't be focusing on it, no, because this is the Premier League 3 o'clock focus, not the Wigan Athletic focus or the EFL focus. The EFL is purely just a backdrop, if you like, a bit of something to look at in whilst the Premier League's doing nothing. Anyways, you guys all know my scores already if you've watched the video, but Spurs to win 2-1, Liverpool to win 2-1, and Arsenal to beat Chelsea 2-0 away at Stamford Bridge. I was highly going for a 1-0 victory, but I felt like 2-0 just because the majority of the fixtures that I predicted 1-0 have finished 2-0 or 3-0. So I thought 2-0 for Arsenal at the Bridge tomorrow. Bet builder on Spurs later. Price boost 50p, £3.13. Spurs, AC Milan, Olympic Marseille to win. Lovely jubbly. Everton to win over 1.5 goals. And Kiernan Dewsbury Hall to score is a price boost on the 5:30 kickoff between Everton and Newcastle. That is a 5:30 kickoff. It is a 50p stake. It returns £5.25. That, though, is for later. Manchester City to beat Leeds by 3 or more over 10.5 corners and Erling Haaland to score. It is a £1 stake. It returns £7. Beautiful. Sunderland to win over 3.5 goals and both teams to score. That's £1 and it returns a lovely, sumptuous £10.50. And that is all today on this Saturday in terms of bet slips. So yeah, just the one bet builder, of course, that I've built myself. That's not price boost and pre-built because obviously we've only got one live game outside of this stream today. So yeah, anyways, I am now going to just quickly go through all the games. So, Brentford against Burnley. Queeman Kelleher begins in goal for Brentford, a back four of Aaron Hickey, Sepp van der Berg, Nathan Collins, and Kyoto in a back four behind a midfield, which is split into two parts, seeing a defensive two of Matthias Jensen and Jordan Henderson behind the attacking three of Kevin Schade, Mikael Damsgaard, and Dongo Watara leading the front by himself. Lone striker Igor Thiago on the bench. For Keith Andrews and Brentford is Rico Henry, Ethan Pinnock, Reece Nelson, former Arsenal player, Hakon Valdimarsson, Frank Onyeka, Yehor Yarmouk, Christopher Ayer, Keane Lewis Potter, and Vitaly Janelt. Then for Burnley, it is Martin Dubravka who begins in goal, a back four of former City player Kyle Walker, Axel Tuanzebe, Esteve, and Hartman behind the midfield three of Hannibal Medbury, former United player, Josh Cullen, the captain, and Florentino. Front three sees Chashawuna, Zian Fleming, and Lyle Foster. On the bench is Jakob Brun-Larsen, Leslie Ugochukwu, Marcus Edwards, Jaden Anthony, Max Wies, Hjalmar Ekdal, Lucas Perez, Armando Broya, and Josh Laurent. Right, okay, that's Brentford Burnley. Next up on my list is Manchester City, who take on Leeds United. I am expecting to see Erling Haaland and Gianluigi Donnarumma in the lineup. Of course, you guys all know how heavily I criticised Pep Guardiola for his decision-making against Bayer Leverkusen, and Gianluigi Donnarumma does begin in goal, a back four of Nico O'Reilly, Josko Gvardiol, Ruben Diaz, and Mateus Nunes behind the attacking three, behind the midfield three of Bernardo Silva, Nico Gonzalez, and Tijani Reinders. The front three sees Jeremy Doku, Erling Haaland in the middle, and Phil Foden to the right. On the bench for Manchester City and Pep Guardiola is James Trafford, John Stones, Nathan Ake, Omar Mamouche, Rayan Cherki, Ryan Aït-Nouri, Savinho, Abdul Kadir Kusanov, and Rico Lewis. Then for Leeds United, it is Perry begins in goal, laid back four of the former Blade, Jaden Bogle, Joe Rodon, Pascal Strauch, and James Justin, a former Leicester player. In the back four behind the midfield three of Tanaka, Ampadu, and Groove. And then the front three sees the young Italian Wilfred Nyonto alongside Demecha, and Dan James on the bench. For Leeds United's Gabriel Goodmanson, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, the former Evertonian, Joel Perot, Brendan Aronson, Yaka Biol, Ilan Meslier, Noah Okafor, Jack Harrison and Sam Byram. That is Man City against Leeds United for you. And when the Premier League.com wants to load, I will get on to Sunderland against AFC Bournemouth. Don't forget, by the way, folks, if I am going too quickly for you, I apologise for that, but I am in a rush, as you can probably tell. If you do want to see any of the lineups, you can go to the club's social media pages or PremierLeague.com for full in-depth lineups. If my lineup reading out skills are not good enough for you. Robin Roofs in goal for Sunderland, a back four of Dan Ballard, Mandaba, Alderete, and Mukiele. Behind the midfield, which is split into two parts, seeing the defensive two of Siddiqui and the former Arsenal player, we all love him, Granit Xhaka. Behind the attacking three of Talby, Lefay, and Traore. Front striker, Wilson Isidore. On the bench for Reggie Labrie and Sunderland is Anthony Patterson, Dan Neal, Lucharel Geertruida, Brian Brobby, Chris Rigg, Eliza Mayenda, Romain Mundell, Simon Adingra, the former Brighton player, Trey Hume. And then for Bournemouth, it is Petrovic, former Chelsea player in goal, a back four of Adam Smith, Diakite, Marcos Senesi, and Trufer behind the midfield, which is split once again into two parts, seeing a defensive two of Alex Scott and Tyler Adams behind the attacking three of Antoine Semenyo, Marcus Tavernier, and Adley. Then a lone striker, Vanelson, on the bench for Bournemouth. And Andoni Iraola is Lewis Cook, Julio Soler, David Brooks, Justin Kluivert, Alex Jimenez, Junior Krupi, Enes Unal, Will Dennis, and Velchko, Savlevich. And then for the league table, before I can finally get a little bit of a breather before we hit 3 o'clock, we are at 2:57 right now. Let's have a look at the impacts for Brentford and Burnley to begin with. Brentford with the chance to move themselves into nowhere with a point, because that would move them up 2 points clear of Newcastle, 1 point to a win of Liverpool, but the 3 points of Brentford can put them on 19 points. That would be 1 point clear of Tottenham, Man United, Everton and Liverpool until Everton play later and all the rest. They would be level on points with Bournemouth and Sunderland. Of course, that depends on the result between those two teams. Goal difference for Brentford right now is on a -1, but a win for them, of course, would clear that. If Bournemouth lose, then Brentford can take advantage. Sunderland with a +3 goal difference done. That moves me on to Burnley, who... I don't have time for this. I'm sorry, I don't have time for this. Right. Folks, I do not have time for this. Right, I need to get my AirPod in, and I need to get going now, because... Never again will I be doing a afternoon out in the city centre on the Saturday after Black Friday. Black Friday itself, fine. This, honestly, my brain is going at 100 miles an hour because I've literally had to be moving it so quickly. Traffic. Hate traffic. What you're seeing right now is a very rushed off his feet Tom, to be honest with you. I'm not going to even lie to you about it. Okay? I have been caught up in Black Friday traffic. I've had buses running late. I was late, but I did get to the stream on time. I know. You can applaud me later. Thank you very much. Yes. You can give me a nice round of applause when you realise how bad Black Friday on a Saturday is. The Saturday after Black Friday is horrendous. Oh, my days. The good news is I've got no 5:30 kickoff today, but I'm not doing it. I am doing the 8 o'clock kickoff, Spurs Fulham. And the reason for that is to coincide with the London Derby theme this weekend. Of course, there is 2 of those happening this weekend. So I thought, let's get into Super Sunday with a nice London Derby beforehand. I get my vapes delivered, actually. I do not buy anything at Black Friday. I just don't care. I don't think the sales are that good. Like, all of my Christmas shopping is always on Christmas Eve. You should know. Honestly, last 3 years, I've done all my Christmas shopping on Christmas Eve. All of it. In one go, Christmas Eve, done. Right, it is 3:01. The 3 o'clock focus is underway. Here we go. And we're off. Right, we're off. Okay. I haven't even done my ticker yet. For God's sakes. I am so far behind. I thought I was ready, but I've missed out these few little bits. Right, bear with me. There's only 3 of them. BRE 0-0 Burnley. BRUR. Then MC 0 LWE and Sun. Oh, I wish it was sunny today, but it's not. It's been pissing it down. For the first time in a really long time. I'm not complaining too much because I've had about 2 weeks of blue skies, to be fair. And there has been a goal. There has been a goal in the Premier League. There's also been a goal at Swansea. Goal not at Swansea, but for Swansea at the Hawthorns. Okay, we are officially underway now. The first goal flash of the day, though, is Erling Haaland. Is it? No, it's not. No, it's not. It's Phil Foden. But it is a Manchester City lead. Not from Erling Haaland, though. And I'm being told by Doors on Soccer Saturday that it's a raking pass. Phil Foden, Manchester City leads by a singular goal to 0 to get this 3 o'clock focus off to a goal-filled start. So Manchester City 1, Leeds United 0 is the first goal alert of the afternoon. In the first minute, it is Phil Foden who has put Manchester City ahead. And if you do want to keep up to date on the Manchester City scoreline, it is the middle one on the ticker that you'll be looking for. So that's the first goal flash of the day. Manchester City 1, Leeds United 0. Are you? That's brilliant, although you play for a terrible club. Terrible choice of club. Right, folks, we are going to get our way raking through some scores for you, because in the Serie A right now at half time, 2 o'clock UK time kickoff, 3 o'clock local time in Italy. Genoa 1, Verona 1, and Parma 0, Udinese 0. Games still to come. See Juventus against Cagliari at 5, 7:45 for Milan, AC Milan against Lazio. La Liga 1 o'clock kickoff saw Mallorca and Osasuna draw 2-2. Barcelona to play Alaves at 3:15 in 10 minutes' time. That kicks off. Bundesliga right now, 2:30 kickoff. Union Berlin 0, Heidenheim 0. Bayern behind against St. Pauli. A goal in the 6th minute from Andreas Hunt-Donchi. And St. Pauli still holding the lead in the 34th minute now. That is Bayern Munich 0, St. Pauli 1 at the Allianz Arena. Bremen are leading Köln by a singular goal to 0 through Marco Friedl. And Hoffenheim leading Augsburg by 2-0. 2 goals within 10 minutes of each other from Bazuma Toure and Wouter Berger. So Hoffenheim 2, Augsburg 0. Kickoff at 5:30 is a huge one for Bayer Leverkusen as they take on Borussia Dortmund. French Liga gets underway at 4 o'clock. AS Monaco against Paris Saint-Germain. Scottish Premiership, there's just 2 3 o'clock kickoffs here on this Saturday. And it's Dundee 0, St Mirren 0, and Motherwell 0, Hearts 0. So it looks like a big Super Sunday in the Scottish Premiership tomorrow. In the EFL Championship, today's results have seen Stoke beaten by Hull City. Leicester beaten 3-2 by Sheffield United. That is back-to-back wins for the Blades. And it was an absolute thriller. Jordan James and Steffi Mavadini, the 2 Leicester City goal scorers, but Sidney Peck, Jairo Riedewald and Thomas Cannon, all the goal scorers of Sheffield United in the first half. So that means that Sheffield United were 3-0 up at half-time. There was a late comeback from Leicester in the second half, but not enough to come all the way back. So Sheffield United scrape a 3-2 victory from the King Power Stadium. And, I'll talk to you in a minute. Borough behind. Buggering shits. Derby County can piss off. I don't want them leading Borough. Sorba Thomas, the goal scorer for Stoke. And a great second half response by Hull City. Joe Gelhardt and Semi Ajayi. The entire club is fucked. I'm sorry, but West Ham is just a club waiting to go down. So, yeah, right, there you go. Hull City winning 2-1 away to Stoke. And there has been a postponement in the EFL Championship today where Birmingham City are supposed to be playing Watford. Well, just before I get to the goal report at the Stadium of Light, it finished 1-0 to Bristol City through Anis Mehmeti, but there's been a second goal in the Premier League this afternoon. It's not taking long for them to go in, is it? Bournemouth have struck the back of the net at the Stadium of Light, and it's Amin Adli who has hit the back of the net for Bournemouth, who lead by a singular 0-0, and that is AFC Bournemouth leading away to Sunderland. It is a 1-0 lead for Bournemouth at the Stadium of Light. And it's the first time in 2 games that Bournemouth have had a lead as well. So there you go. Bournemouth ahead. Manchester City ahead. And we'll get back to reading out scores for you. That makes Kate and Jonathan happy. Okay, in the EFL Championship, it is not good news for my poor Borough because they're behind against Derby. And Patrick Ajamang scored in the 2nd minute. And I am fuming that Borough are behind because I love Borough. I want them up so badly. And Derby are just fuck off. Yeah. So, Borough 0, Derby 1. Frustrating for me. I must say, I'm really peed off about that. Norwich leading Queen's Park Rangers at Carrow Road in the 9th minute. The goal has just been scored because there's no goal scorer update yet. So we'll get back to that one. But at Hillsborough, it's delight for Sheffield Wednesday after Sheffield United had some delight away in a huge game earlier at Leicester for them. What a result for Sheffield United. But Charlie McNeil scores in the 3rd minute and it is Sheffield Wednesday 1. Preston and North End 0. West Bromwich Albion 0, Swansea 1. Opening goal, 1st minute, Zan Vipotnik for Swansea. They're now 9.5 minutes in, and that is a Swansea lead. Wrexham 0, Blackburn Rovers 0. Back, though, to Carrow Road, where the opening goal scorer for Norwich was Emiliano Marcondes, and Norwich City have a 1-0 lead. Equaliser for Preston North End at Hillsborough just coming through right now. Equaliser at Hillsborough for Preston. We'll get to that in a moment. Let's just start to scroll down to the EFL League One, where it is Blackpool. The 12:30 kickoff saw Blackpool beaten 3-0 at home by Reading today. Randall Williams, Lewis Wing, and Cammy Doyle all on the score sheet for Reading in a comfortable 3-0 victory. And the other 12:30 result in League One was Stockport County 1, Barnsley 1, Callum Connolly, and Vimal Yoganathan on the score sheet. Currently, Doncaster are leading Peterborough United by a singular goal to nil. Jordan Gibson with the opening goal there. And Kyle Dempsey has dampened Luton and Kenilworth Road with an 8th minute opening goal. Bolton Wanderers 1-0 ahead away to Jack Wilshere's. Luton Town only the 2 goals so far in the League One 3 o'clock kickoff. But nice and fresh at the SMH Group Stadium, where there's been 2 goals in 2 minutes. Finley Munro scored the opener for Swindon, but a quick equaliser in the 10th minute from John Fleck to make it 1-1 for Chesterfield. And it is Colchester United leading Cheltenham by a singular goal to the 8th minute opener from Kyrie's Lisby. And it's Colchester United 1, Cheltenham 0, and Shrewsbury 1-0 up against Gillingham for an opening goal in the 11th minute by George Lloyd. And, well, Queen's Park Rangers have responded quickly, as well as Preston North End. Ruman Burrell has made it 2-0 at Carrow Road to Queen's Park 1-1 at Queen's Park at Carrow Road. Queen's Park Rangers are level in no time at all. Ruman Burrell with the 11th minute equaliser just 3 minutes after the opener from Emiliano Marcondes, and that is a quick equaliser from Queen's Park Rangers. It's Norwich City 1, QPR 1. And the second goal has come for Swansea. It is Ethan Galbraith who has scored that second for Swansea at the Hawthorns, and it is Swansea now 2-0 up away from home, and it's a big one in the title race. Both of the top 2 down at home. Charlton have scored against Coventry. Charlton have scored. Blackburn have scored. Remember, folks, there is that postponement between Birmingham and Watford, so that will be rescheduled at some point as well. There is one game missing, but Harvey Nibbs looking to nib a win. No, that sounded wrong. Nick a win for Charlton at Coventry, or at least cause a problem. Coventry behind, it is Coventry City 0. Charlton Athletic 1. And that Wrexham goal conceded has been scored by Andrew Johnson, and it is Blackburn Rovers leading 1-0 at Wrexham, and Sheffield Wednesday right back in the lead against Preston North End. Spud Bros, as the sponsor of Preston North End, will not be happy about that, but Hillsborough will be going wild because it is straight back to a Sheffield Wednesday lead. Benjamin Whiteman had dampened Hillsborough with an equaliser, but right back in front, Sheffield Wednesday. The Owls flying high and remaining confident despite everything that's happened. Let's see who that second Sheffield Wednesday goal scorer is. It is Charlie McNeil again. 2 in 11 minutes for him. 14 minutes on the clock. Sheffield Wednesday 2. Preston North End 1. It is a great Saturday of football so far. Plenty of goals. And the Premier League has 2 1-0 scorelines. Ouch, Haruto. I feel sorry for you. Bournemouth 2-0 up. Bournemouth 2-0 up. Second for Bournemouth. Well, that's a surprise. And it's Tyler Adams who scored it for Bournemouth. So Bournemouth take an unexpected early 2-goal lead at the Stadium of Light. That is a huge surprise. Sunderland 2-0 down, folks. 2-0 down. 15 minutes. Bournemouth, after a rough 2 games, on fire at a stadium where not many teams are able to be on fire. Sunderland 0, Bournemouth 2. Wow, wow, wow. Could this be a turning point for Bournemouth just after Forest have had a huge turning point? We'll see. 2-0 Bournemouth. And we're going to get the description of the shot as well. Apparently, it's a very special goal from Tyler Adams. Well, it's a very special scoreline because I don't think anybody has found themselves 2 goals ahead at the Stadium of Light this season. I might be wrong in saying that, but I think that's the first team who have gone 2 goals ahead at the Stadium of Light. So you should have put a 2-up instant win on Bournemouth because that would have been low, very, very, very high-paying odds. I didn't have a 2-up instant win on Bournemouth, by the way. Okay. Trying a quick bit of fuel. Don't mind me. Unexpected. To say the least. I mean, I am speechless to that. I do not believe that Bournemouth are 2-0 up. I can't believe it. You must be the first team that's gone 2-0 up at Stadium of Light. And it is 4 goals conceded in 2 games for Barcelona. The game's only just kicked off. And Alaves are already ahead. I mean, for a start, do we expect Alaves to lead? No. But 1 minute and 10 seconds and Barcelona already are behind. And that means that Barcelona have conceded 4 goals in 2 games currently without reply. That is absolutely mental. How they have let that happen at Camp Nou, of course, as well. I mean, yes, they'll probably come back. Barcelona probably will come back. But 4 goals conceded straight without any reply for Barcelona is absolutely insane. I'm not coming this year. I'm not coming this year. I'm doing Forest and Leeds, not that one. For me, it's just a bit. Well, I'll do it in the cup. Do you know what I mean? I'll save that one for the cup. In the home end, yeah. Nice try, buddy. I've never sat with Bournemouth fans before. I'll see then. I'll see. Yes. That is absolutely correct. Yes, Kate and Jonathan, you are absolutely right. You have clearly read the terms and conditions of my attendance requirements this year. you'd go against your own club in that away end. We are allowed. I mean, I'll tell you free of charge right now. You won't get away with not singing. I mean, the Burnley fans just, it was that away day. Fair play to those Burnley fans. I can't even lie to you. They would not stop going off at us about our chants. It was hilarious. It really was. That was just comedy. Every chant we made, Burnley fans just got rattled, and I was like, well, I don't think anybody was surprised to hear that Bayern Munich equalised before the break. Rafael Guerrero rescuing Bayern, shall we say, for half time, just about 44th minute, and Bayern Munich won, St. Pauli won, half time score. So St. Pauli couldn't quite hold that lead till half time. No, I haven't, but I will try and watch some highlights before I get back to the stream. We have got the 8 o'clock kickoff tonight. You guys should know that unless I am not here on Super Sunday, I refuse to do a 5:30 kickoff, then an 8 o'clock kickoff, particularly on a weekend. So yes, I have sidelined the Everton-Newcastle game, and I have chosen the London derby between Spurs and Fulham. More to my own convenience, really. And if you haven't already seen my community tab, there should be no need for me to remind you that there is an attendance alert for Wednesday, because I will be back at the Emirates Stadium when Arsenal take on Brentford. That is my next attendance alert for you all. And remember, after that, the 23rd of December, yes, the 23rd, I will be going to Arsenal against Crystal Palace. And the only reason why I haven't booked a hotel is because there's no extra time. If there was extra time, I would have needed a hotel. So thank God there ain't extra time in the Carabao Cup until the semis. Oh, lovely. Yeah, enjoy that. I will be watching on here. We will be live on Tuesday. We will be live at 8 o'clock for you, yes. I know. The luxury of being live at 8 o'clock. And I've just realised we've gone to adverts on Soccer Saturday. My head is all over the place this Saturday afternoon, and there is. Yeah. I'm thinking 4-1. I mean, what was the score in the Carabao Cup? Because I would expect Super 6 to be going as well. I think Super 6 will be happening midweek. Udinese 2-0 Parma. Score alert up. 2-0 Manchester City. 2-0 Manchester City. No. Ruled up, bouncing. Yeah. 2-0 Manchester City. 25 minutes on the bloody clock. City 2, Leeds 0. Let's find out who that second Manchester City goal has been scored by. It is How long have I had that on for? I'm so sorry. Yeah, back to normal, folks. Next weekend, I can rest assure you of that. Because we have got, game week. I mean, I know we're in game week 13, but there is 3 consecutive Premier League game weeks now. Like, it is Premier League non-stop for the next, now until a week tomorrow, roughly. So, match week 15 offers a bit of normality, and we will be here for every moment of match week 15. It is a mediocre Super Sunday with just 2 games, and it's not really any big games. There's not really a big game on that weekend, but we start with Villa against Arsenal. There will be no 3 o'clock focus for game week 15 because, as you guys should know, under the protocols of a 12:30 kickoff for Arsenal, we do not go live, and the reason for that is due to fan cams. So there will be no 3 o'clock focus after Villa Arsenal. But Leeds against Liverpool will be the stream that follows at 5:15. And then, yeah. Right, City 2, Leeds 0. Josko Gvardiol is the goal scorer. So City 2-0 up against Leeds United. And currently scores stand at Brentford 0, Burnley 0, 2-0 Manchester City, 2-0 Bournemouth. 4 goals so far in the Premier League. Oh, hang on. There's a shout for a Sunderland penalty. So Sunderland says a penalty. Sunderland penalty, apparently. Right, meanwhile, St Mirren have scored against Dundee. And it's only just been scored. So SofaScore will take a while to find out who the goal scorer is. So, in the EFL Championship, are Borough level? No. Grr. Not happy about that. Coventry, are you level? No, you're not. Grr. In fact, there has been no goals to report on in the Championship at all. I am so sorry to break your hearts, but there is no goals in the Championship, and I'm not even at my best today. There's still VAR checking the penalty for Sunderland. Oh, man. I'll get back to you when I hear more about that Sunderland penalty. I'm not sitting looking at SofaScore just to wait for a penalty. SofaScore's not even got the VAR block on it, so. Right, the only goalless game so far in the Championship is Millwall against Southampton. Okay, your League One scores are Burton Albion 0, Leyton Orient 2, Dominic Ballard and Aaron Connolly on the score sheet for Leyton Orient. Bradford 1, Exeter City 0, but hang on a minute, goal at the Stadium of Light, big goal. It was a penalty after all. There is a goal for Sunderland. It's Enzo Lefebvre who converts the penalty. Yep. So 1 back for Sunderland. And Kate and Jonathan will not be happy to hear that. Or any Geordie fans in this stream on this wonderful Saturday afternoon, which is the day after Black Friday. Yeah, you can tell by the tone of my voice how peed off I am at those buses. I can't blame the buses though, it's traffic, isn't it? So you're calling a dive, are you then? Right. Potential controversy at the Stadium of Light. Then. Robbed, says one of our Bournemouth faithfuls. And still nothing in the Championship. Everything is the same in the Championship. How disappointing is that? Right. Second yellow in it. Okay. Bradford lead Exeter. Did I already mention that? Yeah, I'm 12 minutes off it, but Joe Wright with the opener there. Doncaster 2-0 up against Peterborough. Jordan Gibson with both the goals for Doncaster. Lincoln have just scored. We'll get back to that one in a minute. And what a beautiful time for you to refresh yourself. Save the score, not. Right, sorry. I've done that Doncaster Peterborough. Right, moving on. Right, Wimbledon ahead. Away to Huddersfield. Marcus Brown has just scored as well for Wimbledon. That's the opener. And 1-0 to AFC Wimbledon. Lincoln are now leading Port Vale. Rico, I hope I pronounced this right, but Rico Hackett Fairchild is the scorer. 33rd minute. 1-0. Who's the ref? Some are okay. Wickham leading at Rotherham is the other score update, which I didn't get to earlier. But Jamie Mullins with the opener there. And League 2. Barnet 1-0 up against Harrogate. Yeah. I'll do it at half time. So there's been an equaliser in the Scottish Premiership. In fact, it was just 2 minutes after the St Mirren opener. It was an own goal by Alexander Gogic. 29th minute. And it is 1-1 between Dundee and St Mirren. Norwich have retaken the lead against Queen's Park Rangers. A long time, yeah, I mean, the Sheffield Wednesday Preston and the Norwich QPR, they were almost repeating themselves, but Wednesday got back in the lead a lot quicker than Norwich have, but Norwich have finally followed suit of Sheffield Wednesday Preston and retaken the lead against Queen's Park Rangers. So Carrow Road, Norwich City 2, Queen's Park Rangers 1. Goal scorer is an own goal. Oh dear. From Amadou Salif Mbeng. if there are any more scores or any more leagues that people would like me to look at, you can ask me, and I will look at those leagues for you, because I can't see any more goals. Oh, 3-1 Norwich. Blimey. Okay. Major turn of events. Right. 2 goals in, well, 3 minutes, actually. But 3-1 Norwich. Forson and Manqua. 3-1 Norwich now. (3-1 Norwich. So, yeah, there you go. 2 goals for Norwich. 3-1 now. And there has been still no goal at the G-Tech between Brentford and Burnley. Hugely disappointing game. I must say I'm disappointed by that. Goalless, Brentford, Burnley. I mean, I'm surprised. I will take a look at the league table in the Championship at half-time, but Borough might be level against Coventry. Derby, are they? No, it was a tease. Oh, Soccer Saturday, I hate you. Sometimes. And it's a lovely time for you to go for an advert break because you've just peed me off. Yeah. So, yeah, advert break for Soccer Saturday. And, yeah, I'm surprised by the lack of goals at the G-Tech. I am. I am surprised by the lack of goals at the G-Tech, I must say. I am surprised. I could just sit eating biscuits right now. It's not even funny. I'm trying so hard to resist them. Neither one. I'm sorry. I have saved the monster, though, and that's got to stay till 8 o'clock. I've made my decision. Yeah, there's really not that much coming from that game, is there, at all? I mean, it's... Maybe I should bump the threshold up to 4 games minimum for future. Done it again, haven't I? Keep sitting on that stupid goal flash for earlier. Come on, give me a goal at the G-Tech. I'm actually bored now. Give me a goal at the G-Tech. Come on. I have an equaliser. And it is a massive one. And it's for Coventry. Not Borough yet, but Coventry are level. Josh Eccles with an equaliser for Coventry. It is Coventry City 1. Charlton Athletic 1. Big equaliser. Big goal. Coventry level. All eyes on Borough then. Come on, Borough. And yeah, well, if they can take the lead, they'll move on to 43 points. 13 points clear of Stoke and Borough. Derby, right now, are on 29 points. They are to within 1 point of Borough and Stoke. That is absolutely mental. But of course, I doubt. Well, Coventry running away with it. They really are. They really are. I mean, like I say, they take the lead, Coventry. They're on 43 points. So, eyes on... Oh, red card. Notts County have had a red card in League 2. Nah. Yeah, I will... I'll get you the full depth at half time. I'll be... Do you know what I think it is? I think today my flow's been more hit because I've not had any football to watch at lunchtime. Right, that's a mental note. Don't do 3 o'clock focus before without having a 12:30 beforehand. So Borough being frustrated. Ajang with the only goal in that 1 minute. Yeah, I'm frustrated by it. I do feel for the Borough fans there at home. It's just a little bit sad, isn't it, really? I mean, and it's here we go. Something to feast on a bit. And it is a Barcelona comeback. We told you that they had conceded 4 goals consecutively without replying after going 1-0 down in the first minute against Alaves. But Barcelona, through Dani Olmo and Lamine Yamal, are right back where they should be. They're now 2-1 up. And it's fair to say that those 4 goals conceded without replying are now officially over. So Barcelona, 2-1 up against Alaves. German Bundesliga scores in the second half. It's Bayern Munich 1, St. Pauli 1. Bremen 1, Köln 0. Did anyone get to that one? Yes, I did. Hoffenheim 3-0 up against Augsburg. Yeah, I got to all those goals as well. And Union Berlin did take a lead against Heidenheim. 43rd minute, Raini Khedira. Genoa 2, Verona 1 is a score in the Serie A. Latest goal, Morton Forsby, 62nd minute. And Genoa 2-1 up against Verona. And Parma down to 10 men, 2-0 down against Udinese. Latest goal was in the 65th minute. Penalty from Keenan Davis. 5 minutes from full time. A red card in there was a straight red. And that straight red card was for Trollian. And Bremen have just gone 2-0 up against Cologne. That could be potentially Bremen with a win there. KK top, 54th minute, 2-0 Bremen. Dundee have retaken the lead against St Mirren, 2-1. Dre Wright with the goal to put Dundee back. Dundee now in front on a comeback against St Mirren. Michael Mandron with the opener. Equaliser from Alexander Godjic with an own goal. Dre Wright, 2-1 Dundee. And other scoreline, Scottish Premiership, Motherwell 0, Hearts 0. Motherwell holding off the league leaders at the minute. And it's still Borough 0, Derby County 1. I am sad. But Coventry are doing what champions do. Ellis Sims has put them in front. It's a set first half comeback. It is Coventry now 13 clear at the top. But it's crazy that Derby are in that top 5. Derby currently on 29 points in the Championship, level on points with Millwall, Bristol. At Millwall and Bristol, they're a point clear of Hull. They've got a +2 goal difference. And they're to within 1 point of Borough as things stand. That is crazy. So we're about to hit half-time in all three of the 3 o'clock kickoffs in the Premier League. Once we do, we will take a nice, quick breather. Half-time. Well, we are just waiting for the half-time whistles really here in the Premier League, and the half-time score at the G-Tech Community Stadium is Brentford 0, Burnley 0. What a truly boring first half that was. More excitement in the second half, please, Brentford and Burnley. Half-time score is Brentford 0, Burnley 0. That's the first of 3 o'clock kickoffs in the Premier League. And the next time the 3 o'clock focus will come your way will potentially be Saturday the 20th. Although, yeah, I mean, I can't say that I'll guarantee it because, well, I mean, I might. Because Everton Arsenal is at 8 o'clock. It's been rescheduled due to the FA Cup. This could be your last 3 o'clock focus of the calendar year. I'm not even gonna lie to you about that. This could be the last one. I'm just looking because Arsenal Brighton. I'm in attendance for that on the 27th. Match week 19, of course. I'm going to be on holiday. Yeah. So this, folks, could be the last 3 o'clock focus of the calendar year in November. Crazy. That is literally... So, yeah, guys, this could be the last 3 o'clock focus of the calendar year. I'm not even debating that, would you? This could be the last one of the calendar year. Because, obviously, next week end, Villa Arsenal, which means there'll be no 3 o'clock focus at all. Because of the 12:30 kickoff. Wow. Right, we're waiting the half-time whistle at the Stadium and Light. Then we can take a quick break. Taki, this is the last 3 o'clock focus of the calendar year, mate. I've just realised because if you look, I mean, the Saturday of match week 17, hugely busy. 18, I'm at Arsenal Brighton. 19, I'm on holiday. And that, of course, carries into the new year. 16, there's not enough often anyway. Arsenal are playing Wolves at 8 o'clock. 15, because of Villa Arsenal, it's Saturday lunchtime. I won't do any 3 o'clock focus because obviously I'm going to do fan counts and all that shit. So yeah, this could be the last. I think this is the last one. What you guessed that this was the last 3 o'clock focus of the calendar year. You mean to tell me that you, Taki, studied that fixture list up until the new year and you went, okay, this is the last one of the calendar year. You knew that. I'm amazed if you did. I'll be amazed if that's true. I will be amazed if anybody knew that today is the last 3 o'clock focus of the calendar year on Realltom Football. Subject to confirmation. I'm going to do a bit of squeezing to try and get that Spurs-Liverpool game on, as opposed to the 3 o'clock focus. But I've got to be careful because my stomach will rumble at me. And Everton Arsenal's an 8 o'clock kickoff. It's been moved. 7 minutes at a time. Stadium line, last minute. Before the break, we will keep an eye on Sofa Score because once the half-time whistle goes there, do I like your new profile picture? Let's have a look. Who is it? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. How big is that? Okay. That's an old picture of Martinelli, you know. The font just gives it away straight away for me. I mean, I might be mistaken, but that looks like a very old photo. Still away in the half-time to Stadium light. Once that has gone, I can take a break. The second goal for Bremen, by the way, was disallowed. Okay, we are waiting, and come on, half-time at the Stadium of Light, half-time at the Stadium of Light. Come on, where are you? Half-time at the Stadium of Light. We are now at half-time in the 3 o'clock focus, and the scores on the doors. Brentford 0, Burnley 0, Manchester City 2, Leeds United 0, and Sunderland 1. Bournemouth 2 going into the break of this 3 o'clock focus on Realltom Football. We are at half-time in the Premier League, and we will be back when the first out of 3 whistles go. So, half-time in the Premier League, all games at half-time now. And I think it's time for a nice jammy biscuit for me. But folks, this, will be your last 3 o'clock focus of the year, unless I otherwise mention it. It's 5-4. It's 5-4. I would hardly say morning, Fraser, but maybe you're in America or something. I don't know what. It's like 10 a.m. in America right now, isn't it? No, it's about 11 o'clock in America, isn't it? Yeah. I think that's right, isn't it? It's 11 o'clock in America. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think that might be my maths bang on. It's 11. It's 5 to 11, isn't it? Yeah. Americans, it's 5 to 11, isn't it? I'm telling you. I think I've got that right. You lazy sod. Why are you going to bed at 7 a.m. for? Don't tell me. You were up playing Fortnite all night, were you, or something? Or Call of Duty or something daft like that. To be fair, I'm not going to tell a lie with you when I say that there is an Xbox right there, and I haven't touched it over a month. I've almost forgotten that I've got an Xbox in here. I'm not even joking you, but that's not even exaggerating. I've not touched it in like a month. God. Yeah, somebody needs to kick me at the backside and say, get back on that Xbox, Tom. Yeah, maybe I should. Well, I don't know. We'll see. I won't sell it now. Well, I won't sell it until GTA 6 comes out. Yeah, when GTA 6 comes out. Of course, I have to sell it when GTA 6 comes out because of the bloody next-gen requirements for it. And yes, I will play GTA 6. People, I know I'm not a gamer or anything like that, but believe me, when it comes to Grand Theft Auto, I'm a gamer. Oh. Right. Have a look at this. GTA 6 release date. Bloody hell. Well, I mean, by that point, I might have my new camera and my new phone. 19th of November, that's ridiculous. 19th of November, like that is literally 10 days ago in a year. So 10 days ago, when was that? What? 19th of November 2026, are they serious? The game looks about finished. From all the leaks we've seen. Bloody, that's ridiculous. I was expecting like February, something like that. Not bloody 19th of November. This better be the best game on planet Earth. Like, literally. We have been waiting for this game since for bloody what? 5? No. When did GTA 5 come out? When did 5 come out? Was it like 2010? What? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. When did 5 come out? So 23rd. So right. 13 years is the wait, people. So that's the difference between GTA 6 and GTA 5. 13 years. Crazy. I'm in disbelief at the release date of 19th of November, 2026. Like, rewind 10 days ago to 10 days ago. Yeah, a year then. Oh, and actually, next year's a leap year. Is it? No, it's not. No. Next leap year is 2028, I think. I don't know. Don't care. No, next year's not a leap year, is it? Afternoon. But anyways, that is a bloody joke of a release date. Because genuinely, I won't get into gaming until that game comes out. Once that game comes out, I'll have something to blooming actually game. I'm not, like I said, I'm no gamer in any way, shape, or form, but this is actually something that excites me. And right, we are back underway. G-Tech Community Stadium, so it is time to get back to Sofa Score because the 3 o'clock focus is back underway. Don't forget, people, there is no 5:30 kickoff today. You can enjoy a bit of a rest from me again, but we'll be back at 7:45 for that 8 o'clock kickoff for the London derby between Spurs and Fulham. But now, folks, the second halves are back underway. Right, we are back underway at the G-Tech at least. Other 2 games we're waiting for the second half to get underway. But either way, once the Soccer Saturday come back from their ad break, we'll get back to reading out scores for you. I'm just finishing off reading this article that I've read about the 19th of November. But yeah, we are back underway at G-Tech. They're now 3 minutes in, at least, to that one. Still 0-0 between the Bees and Burnley. City Leeds will be back underway in a minute. And yeah, expect a bit of delay for Sunderland Bournemouth, to be fair. Any goals? No, G-Tech, boring game. But back underway at the Etihad, where it is City 2, Leeds 0. So 2 out of our 3 o'clock kickoffs in the Premier League are back underway. I put the wrong ticker on, haven't I? Yeah, I have. There you go. There's the right one. Soccer Saturday back from the ad break. Let's get started with reading out some scores and getting back into the second half swing of things. Approaching half time now, where Barcelona have turned it around against Alaves 2-1. And Bayern Munich, 15 minutes to try and get a win. Still 1-1 against St. Pauli. In fact, there has been no score changes in the Bundesliga. 6 minutes in to the game between AS Monaco and Paris Saint-Germain. The Scottish Premiership, it is no changes either. They're just hitting second halves now. And West Bromwich Albion have pulled one back against Swansea. Just scored. Owen Seland Hegebo has pulled one back for West Bromwich Albion. So it's West Brom 1, Swansea 2 at the Hawthorns. Into League 1, where it is Bradford City 1, Exeter City 0. Burton Albion 0, Leyton Orient 2. Cardiff City leading Mansfield Town 1-0. William Fish with that goal there. Huddersfield 1, Wimbledon 2, the current score between Huddersfield Town and Wimbledon. Marcus Brown with the opener for Wimbledon. Equaliser Leo Castledine, 46 minutes, straight away from half-time. Huddersfield, but Wimbledon straight back in front through Danilo Orsi Dadomo. Lincoln hold their lead still at 1-0 against Port Vale. Luton still 1-0 down against Bolton. Plymouth Argyle at Home Park, 0-0 against Northampton. And no changes beyond that. Barnet still leading Harrogate, last time I checked. Yep. Still 1-1 Chesterfield Swindon. It was a quick fire start in that game, though. 2 goals in 2 minutes. Newport 1, Barrow 1. Ben Whitfield equalising to Anthony Driscoll Glennon's goal. 1-1 there. It is currently Shrewsbury 3, Gillingham 1. George Lloyd currently looking for a hat-trick. He's had 2. Luca Hoole with the other goal for Shrewsbury. Gillingham scored an own goal, had an own goal from Stam Stubbs as their goal. Walsall at the Pallet Track. Bescott Stadium currently 1-0 down against Bromley. Ben Krauthorse with the goal there. Hopefully my predictions are spot on, Ashik. Yeah, fingers crossed, eh? News on Bristol Rovers. I don't even know what league Bristol Rovers are in. I think they're in League 1. I think they got relegated last... I don't know. Bristol Rovers, where are you hiding from me? Bristol Rovers... 0-0. League 2, 0-0. 0-0. And Notts County down to 10 men. Right. Is there a goal for Borough? Or well, it wasn't a goal for Borough, despite the fact that what I was looking for, there's a big goal shout. It's from Dawson on Soccer Saturday. Leeds have one back at the Etihad. The Donnarumma clean sheet is dissipated. Calvert-Lewin, the goal scorer. There is a potential hint, wink and sniff of offside. So currently City 2, Leeds 1. Any goals coming from the G-Tech? No. Honestly, I wanted that to be simple for City. 3-0. Oh! Well, whilst we wait for any clearing upness of the mess at the Etihad, equaliser for Sunderland, who've come back from 2 goals down. It's 2-2, 46 minutes and 12 on the clock. Who has scored the equaliser? West Bromwich Albion are level against Swansea. We will get back to that one later. But Bertrand Traoré, I think a former Villa player there as well, has scored the equaliser for Sunderland. And it's 2-1 to Manchester City now. 2-2 between Sunderland and Bournemouth. And so far in the Premier League, despite it being goalless at the G-Tech, we've had 7 goals in 3 kickoffs across just 2 games. Bournemouth straight back in front. Bloody hellfire. Bournemouth straight back in front. It's crazy. It's going off. Madness. At the Stadium of Light. Probably under the lights by now, you would have thought as well. Right, 3-2 Bournemouth straight back in front without even thinking. Ridiculous. So it's 3-2 Bournemouth, apparently. Southampton go ahead against Millwall in the Championship. That's a goal alert coming through right now from the Den. Southampton ahead, and that 3-2 goal for Bournemouth there looks to have been ruled out. I'm sure we'll get a big scream in a minute and some kind of reaction from Soccer Saturday. Crazy. Only 3 3:00 kickoffs, and only 2 of them are entertaining us. Yeah, well, I want Sunderland to win. Come on, you Black Cats. Mackhams. Love them. Right, Borough, I'm going to kill you if you've not equalised. Come on. Come on. I know it's not your fault you've lost. Well, it is your fault you've lost. Actually, no. No, it is your fault you lost Rob Edwards because you let him talk. Oh, yeah. Don't get me into that. Please. Don't get me... Oh my God, it's still 1-0 Derby. My hopes of Borough coming up are dissipating. I'm sad. Rob Edwards chose to left for soggy, soppy Wolves. Oh, don't even get me started. That game's frustrating me. It really is. I will be fuming if Borough don't come up. I'll blame it on him. I mean, who leaves any club for Wolves? Like Wolves in their prime, or Wolves off the back of Nuno? Yeah. I'd be up for that job right now. The most unattractive job in English football, surely. Kamara, how you doing? Good to see you. Welcome all, mate. By the way, we're on adverts on Sky, if that's why you're wondering why I'm not talking at the minute. 0-0 Burnley, Wigan, think League One. 0-0 against Stevenage so far. 61 minutes on the clock. Come on, get me back underway for the... Well, actually, I won't rush you, Soccer Saturday. Yep. Yeah, you will. You will. And then you'll see me at 11:45 tomorrow morning. Please be the only time I have to do that this season, I beg. There will be no 2 o'clock kickoff on the channel tomorrow. Or sorry, I should say 2:05, because that's... Yeah, they're all 2:05 tomorrow, the 2 o'clock kickoffs. We will be doing 12 o'clock and 4:30. It is due to time constraints in between the 12 o'clock kickoff and the 2:05s, but also with that 5-minute bump on the 2:05s, it's just a bit of a risk. So, yeah, 12 o'clock, 4:30 we'll be doing tomorrow. I will be here for all of the games, though. They're back underway on Sky then. Get me a goal at Brentford. Get me a goal at Brentford. Come on. Well, I'm just listening to Dawson and the Soccer Saturday studio talk, and it is apparently not looking good from a Manchester City point of view right now at the Etihad. It's 2-1, yes, but not a good mood at the Etihad. Oh! Argyle losing. Pye will not be happy. And Preston have equalised. Against Sheffield Wednesday. That's a shame. Lewis Dobbin, former Derby an Everton player, I think, scores the equaliser for Preston 2-2. He's everywhere, Lewis Dobbin, isn't he? God, I do know that name, Lewis Dobbin. You'd be surprised, but I do. Right, get me a bloody goal. Honestly, get me a goal at the G-Tech. Come on. Brentford and Burnley. Oh, man. I think they're just... It's got to be the most boring game involving Brentford at home in history. God, do you remember last season where Brentford was scoring 5, 6, 7 at home? Like 5, 6, 7 goals at home. Like 4 threes, 5 threes, 4 twos, all that lot. I'm so glad that I didn't choose to watch Brentford Burnley. Oh, yeah, we don't watch 3 o'clock kickoffs anymore on Realltom Football live on TV. Because I'm sick of streaming sites. Well, I mean, look. Yeah, no, I have got one booked, actually. Ignore me. I've got one booked. I have. I am attending one. And it is the 27th. Against Brighton. Yes, all 3 of my home games that I've got in December, games in December are home games. Yeah. If that Brighton game was on TV, I would have gone to Hill Dickinson. But sadly, you've got to make the bank balance stretch, and you've got to stick to your 3 o'clock guarantee. Unless your game's on... Well, actually, no, I could get a coach on Boxing Day, could I? I don't know. No. They're not allowed. No. Still on 3 p.m. blackout, mate. We always leave TV information in the description, and it will say down below, all 3 p.m.s not televised in the UK. Borough, you're making me sad. I'm sorry, but Borough, you are making me sad. It's still 1-0 Derby. You're making me... Honestly, I could cry watching this. You're making me sad, Borough. Like, why are Borough making me sad? Just as Forest, one of my second... Honestly, just as Forest hit form, Borough are now making me sad. Like, make it make sense. Do you know what I mean? Forest will slap the living shitters out of Brighton tomorrow. I'll tell you free of charge. Yeah, I was quite nice again yesterday on predictions. Sorry, this morning. But Forest will slap them up. No, I don't think. I think you'll get rugby. I think, but that's it. Basically, ATV cannot show football in the UK between quarter to 3, and I think 5:15 or whatever it is. Oh, I'm waiting for a goal at Brentford. No, honestly. And just to inform you, are we surprised that Bayern Munich have finally found the lead against St. Pauli? A game that they have had no real joy in. But Luis Diaz has scored the winner. And it's just gone in as well. Okay. So yeah, Bayern 2-1 against St. Pauli. Shame for them really, because St. Pauli did super well, but Bayern Munich are Bayern Munich. I mean, 2-2, Sunderland Bournemouth 2-1. City. They're not too bad. I'm not going to glaze them and say, it's brilliant, it's enthralling, it's so exciting. Oh, but they were okay. Okay, yeah, no goals in the 3-1, by the way, Bayern now. Leeds have got a penalty and it's been scored. It's 2-2. Manchester City 2, Leeds 2. And it's Nemecha who scores it. City 2, Leeds 2. Leeds filled with life. Second half, 2-2. Well, we remember that day when Leeds United haunted Manchester City at the Etihad with a 2-1 victory. Stuart Dallas was the star man of that game. It's 2-2. And it's absolutely game on there. All of the 3 o'clock kickoffs in the Premier League are square at the minute. 2-2, Sunderland Bournemouth. 2-2, City Leeds. 0-0, Brentford Burnley. Millwall have got an equaliser at home to Southampton. Premier Aziz has scored that equaliser. Millwall are all level against Southampton, 1-1. Argyle down to 10 men. Goal back against Northampton. Argyle 0. Northampton 1. Home Park. Rotherham have equalised recently against Wickham. Very recently, in fact, Keane Spence. And it's 1-1. Doncaster were 2-0 up. Harry Leonard got one back. 2-1. Doncaster. Leyton Orient 3-0 up now against Burton Albion away from home. latest goal scorer, Azim Abdullahi. Surely Burton are going down, aren't they? They're not. At the minute, they're on 22 points, 18th. Cardiff, 2 up, comfortable against Mansfield. Yusuf Salek making it 2-0. League 2, Swindon. Did score 61 minutes. Joe Snowden. And 2-1. At the SMH Group Stadium. Oh, okay. We've got about 15 minutes left-ish, kind of thing. Welcome to Travis_Xavier from Twitch. Welcome aboard to you. How you doing? Good to see you. Welcome aboard. Okay, scores on the doors in the Premier League are 0-0, 2-2, and 2-2. Brentford 0, Burnley 0. By far the most boring. City 2, Leeds 2, and Sunderland 2, Bournemouth 2. They are on advert break on Soccer Saturday. Oh, it's a ream. It's not too bad, I guess you could say. It'd be nicer when they clear the 3 p.m. blackout, though. Do you know what I mean? In the UK. The only reason why I do this is because I was sick of using streaming sites. Do you know what I mean? Back in the day, the streaming sites were gold, but now they're just, well, wank. So from now on, I just attend any 3 p.m.s that Arsenal have got and then slog through this 3 o'clock focus and do the scores. Definitely not my favourite show that I do, but it's okay. Wednesday penalty is being reported at Hillsborough, but it's not been scored. And it remains 2-2, and it remains. Oh, Borough. How? You've had 72 minutes to respond and still Derby lead. It's crazy. Still 1-0 Derby at Borough. Fuck my life. Oh, man, I am losing hope now. If they, genuinely, that's making me lose hope of Borough coming up to the Premier League. And I'm coming from a point of view of who I want in the Premier League, obviously, because I'm an Arsenal fan. I mean, like I say, you get such, well, I mean, when you're sat at the very top of the English football pyramid right now, and you're looking down and you're going, who do I want? It's tough. 3-2 Sunderland, big goal. And are we surprised? I'm saying no. No, and it's Brian Brobby who has scored for Sunderland. Brobby. It's robbery for Bournemouth, but it's Brobby for Sunderland. And it is 3-2. What a game. Sunderland 3, Bournemouth 2. So, yeah, Brobby with that goal for Sunderland. It's 3-2. I think there's a Brentford penalty as well. I think there's a Brentford penalty. So Brobby makes it 3-2 Sunderland. Could we get a goal at the G-Tech? Any minute now, there's a VAR check on a penalty. Oh, Matt Target, 1-1 Borough. Finally. I can breathe. Can you imagine Borough getting beaten at home by Derby? Yeah, 1-1. Well done, Borough. Finally. Come on, go win it now. You got to win it. Matt Target, on target. Former Villa player. It is 1-1. And we're still waiting on, it's 3-2 Preston. Oh, Wednesday. I do feel sorry for Wednesday. Frocky Jensen scored. Dobbin got the equaliser. Frocky Jensen, 3-2. Preston. Dog's having a good bark. So, yeah, Frocky. There we go. There's that Brentford goal. So it was a penalty, I think. We'll get the full confirmation in a minute, but I do believe that that penalty that Sue Smith was talking about a couple of minutes ago did come to fruition in what has been the most boring game of the 3 o'clock kickoffs in the Premier League. But Igor Thiago has put Brentford 1-0 up from the spot. You don't doubt him, do you? 1-0 to the Bees. I'm not even going to put a goal flash up for that. So Brentford 1, Burnley 0. Igor Thiago on the spot. I mean, I'm just relieved that Borough have got back on terms against Derby. All right. City and Wigan, yeah. Well, I mean, it's crazy that Leeds have got back 2-2, but yeah, I mean, the veteran Calvert-Lewin. What can we say? I mean, what can we say? Sunderland 3-2 is. I'm not even surprised about that one. Let's have another nice scroll through, shall we? Millwall have turned it completely on its head against Southampton. Femi Aziz got the equaliser, but Caleb Taylor has Millwall 2-1 up at the Den. Millwall 2, Southampton 1. And no other goal alerts in the Championship. League 1. Any changes? Leyton Orient are 4-0 up now against Burton Albion. Latest goal from Charlie Wellens, 70th minute. Battering there. Bit of thriller at Huddersfield between themselves and Wimbledon. Wimbledon now have a 3-2 lead. Latest goal scorer Ryan Johnson, 71st minute. 3-2 to AFC Wimbledon. Luton are finally level against 10-man Bolton Wanderers. Kyle Dempsey with the 8th minute opener, but Jack Wilshere's men back on terms. Meanwhile, 3-0 Northampton away to 10-man Argyle at Home Park. It's going to be one very unhappy and sour pie face, it's fair to say. Jordan Willis, the latest goal scorer after Elliot List scored 4 minutes beforehand. 3-0 to Northampton there. Harrogate have their equaliser against Barnet, who led for a long time, but Jack Muldoon makes it 1-1 Harrogate. Narrow lead for Crewe Alexandra away to Cambridge United, 2-2. Equaliser from Barrow against Newport County. Ben Whitfield's equaliser was responded to by Courtney Baker-Richardson with the restoration of Newport's lead, but have Barrow got back on terms for the second time in that match? They have. Scott Smith, 2-2. I haven't seen this one at all, but Salford 2, Crawley 3. That's a tremendous game. Latest goal scorer for Crawley is Jay Williams, and it is 3-2. And it's the second time they've led in that game, I think. It's a thriller between Shrewsbury and Gillingham as well, but George Lloyd hasn't quite got that hat-trick yet. 11 minutes to find it if he's still on the pitch. Is he still on the pitch, George Lloyd? He is, so he still has the chance to get a hat-trick for Shrewsbury, who lead Gillingham in what is a thriller, 3-2, and Walsall earlier with 1-0 down against Bromley. But they've turned the game on its head. Daniel Cardew and Ryan Finnegan are on the score sheet for Walsall at the Pallet Track, Bescott Stadium, to turn for Walsall's fortunes around 2-1. And meanwhile, Fleming has equalised for Brentford, for Burnley at Brentford. So it's Brentford 1, it's Burnley 1. Zian Fleming with that goal, but have Brentford just retaken the lead immediately? Oh my word. Literally, Zian Fleming scores, but Brentford look to be straight back in front in a game that's finally coming to life in the Premier League. The game that was the most boring, but now appears to be the most exciting. Brentford straight away back in front, according to SofaScore, but of course, we'll wait for any confirmations on that. And Coventry now 3-1 up. Coventry City are now 13 points clear, I think. Or 12. Look to be the champions. I mean, they're running away with it. West Bromwich Albion have had a game of difficulty against Swansea. They were 2-0 down, but the comeback looks to be completed with 5 minutes to go. It is 3-2 to West Bromwich Albion. And it's not looking good for City rather, against Leeds, because it's 2-2. And the attack momentum for the first time in about 10-15 minutes has just dipped back into Leeds' favour. So they've waved off a bit of City pressure. Could we see a surprise there? It would be a surprise if Leeds won. Why? Are Leeds in front? I must stay calm, Fraser. I mean, it's tremendous, but I must stay calm. I must keep my head screwed on. I think hope's the wrong word. I 100% hope we win the title, but our chance is probably about 60%. Middlesbrough have finally turned it around against Derby County, and thank God for that. And it is still Borough in with a shout to come up to the Premier League, and they should be clearing themselves away from Stoke, who lost earlier in the day. Indeed, they're going to do that. They're now 3 points clear of Stoke. They're 10 points behind Coventry. Borough 2, Derby County 1. Good Lord, finally, Morgan Whittaker looks to have won it for Middlesbrough. South Hamptons back on terms against Millwall. They were 1-0 up originally, found themselves 2-1 down in the 81st minute, but 88th minute, Finn Azars has got them back level, 2-2. So let's see. Now, here's the annoying thing. If City don't win, I lose £11.84 on the Aqua Insurance, which will be, let's see. Oh yeah, over 3.5 by a country mile. Oh my God, Sunderland. Actually, they've just won me £10.50, Sunderland. If they can hold on to that, £10.50. Let's see. City are not winning by 3 or more, are they? Goodbye. City are not winning by 3 or more. Let's just say that as it is. City are not winning by 3 goals or more. But 10.50 on Sunderland to win over 3.5 goals and both teams to score. £1 stake. Oh, Sunderland nearly conceded an equaliser from Bournemouth there, but still 3-2. Yeah, no, listen. I mean, look. Well, nearly. Why? I mean, to be fair, look, I'm not bothered about £11.84 because I'm not bothered about a £1.34 difference. To be fair, I would be happy if Sunderland won now. Got this lovely price boost. £1 on it. 10.50. Sunderland to win over 3.5 goals. Both teams to score is absolutely happening right now. So come on, you Mackhams. Yeah, do you know, I want to enjoy a potential Leeds triumph there. So that is now in the 90th minute. 3-1 Brentford, surely game over. Well done, Brentford. Finally, that game's come to life. Igor Thiago, game, set and match. Brentford have done it. Fantastic. Yeah, that's more like Brentford. That's more of a Brentford scoreline. 3-1, bang on. Job done for Brentford, 3-1. Absolutely game over by a country mile. Yeah, that game was miserable up until earlier when it started to come alive. 9 minutes added time. Good Lord, they're going to keep me here till 5 o'clock. But hey, there is no 5:30 kickoff today on Realltom Football, so I'm okay. And it's Watara's goal. 3 goals, by the way, in what? 11 minutes, is that? Yeah. 3 goals in 11, 10, 11 minutes. Yeah, brilliant, Brentford. Brilliant, Brentford. So, City, Leeds, Brentford, Burnley in 90 plus. Sunderland, Bournemouth, 86. Let's have a final scroll then through the Serie A, Serie A and Bundesliga, where the final scores are Genoa 2, Verona 1. Oh, hang on. Man City 3-2 Leeds. City 3, Leeds 2. Ten minutes of added time there, though. It's Phil Foden with the winner, so no Haaland impact, but 3-2 to Manchester City. Phil Foden. You can't take your eyes off the Premier League now. There's been a grand total of 14 goals across 3 games. Dundee 3-1. St Mirren looks to be a Dundee win and game over. But bad news for Hearts, who are going to be looking like it's a 0-0 draw against Motherwell, which is a little bit damaging for their title hopes, of course. Even though they're 5 points clear of Celtic in the Scottish Premiership, Hearts will be kicking themselves at a 0-0 draw away to Motherwell, who are only 9 points behind them. Great point for Motherwell, though. Championship scores are... Wrexham have equalised late on against Blackburn. 90+5. Max Cleworth. Wow. Wow, Blackburn were about to get a win there. 13 minutes was the opening goal, and it looked like it was going to be a win for Blackburn, but Wrexham don't give up. It is 1-1. Max Cleworth, late equaliser for Wrexham. Very late equaliser, but they won't care. They'll be delighted. And yeah, the final whistle's gone. It's I mean, look, I would have to say that I want Celtic to win the Scottish Premiership. You know what I mean? If I was Scottish, I'd be a Celtic fan. But that is a damaging result for Hearts. I mean, really. I mean, I don't know what their form's been like, but 0-0 away to Motherwell, it's not quite what champions do. So that's a hugely cost. That will cost them because Celtic, I believe, are in action tomorrow, and they have the chance to close that gap to just 2 points. So that is a major blow for Hearts, because 3 points would have had them on 33 points, and that would have been a 6-7 point gap. And now Celtic win tomorrow, or whenever it is they're playing, the gap's 2. Do you know what I say, though? Come on, you bloody green and white army. I'm sorry, Hearts fans, but I mean, look, if Celtic are going to win the league, I'll back it. Not that bloody meme, eh? Welcome to Nick Ton 8. How are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome aboard. So yeah, let's in fact just quickly, dare I say quickly move away and into tomorrow. Just have a look, see who Celtic are playing tomorrow, actually, because I do want to find out. Hibernian, Hearts might get lucky, actually, there. Do you know what? Hearts might have just got away with that. I think they might be all right. That's a toughie for Celtic. Hibs away. Do you know what? Hearts might have just got away with one there. Because, yes, they've just drawn to Motherwell. But Celtic against Hibs away. It's a tough one. That is a tough ask of Celtic. I mean, Celtic are a very good team, but that is a tough ask. Hibs, I must say. Thank you so much for that, but Tom don't care. It will not get me off this. Not yet, anyway. Look, nicotine pouches haven't worked. Well, to be fair, I think they're disgusting. They make me feel sick. Nope, I've actually just, well, not just, but earlier I did put an order in for my 2 weekly vape delivery, which is 1 refill, 1 device, 15 quid. Yeah, every 2 weeks I get a delivery. Yeah, Royal Mail. Well, to be fair, I say Royal Mail being late, but actually, just the full-time scenes there, and it is a 3-1 victory for the Bees against Burnley. That is the full-time score at the G-Tech Community Stadium. 2 games left on the 3 o'clock focus. And if you want a bit of entertainment at 5:30 whilst you're eating your tea, then you can head the direction of Hill Dickinson Stadium on Sky Sports, where Everton take on Newcastle in what is a big game for them. But our focus will be the 8 o'clock kickoff today. We normally choose the 5:30 kickoff, but today we've chosen against. We're going to stick with the theme of London derbies because Arsenal are away to Chelsea tomorrow, looking to increase a 7 unbeaten streak to 8 at Stamford Bridge. But before that, Spurs against Fulham is your 8 o'clock kickoff tonight. And you can join us at 7:45 for that. So 3-2, Sunderland, Bournemouth, Man City, Leeds. I tell you what, look, I expected City to beat Leeds, so I'm not too sour about it. And it is going to be probably about 22 quid here if Sunderland hold on and City hold on to their wins, because that is a full ACCA insurance with all selections correct. And also that price boost for £10.50 on Sunderland to win, with both teams scoring over 3.5 goals. And it will be the first ACCA insurance that wins for me this Premier League season as well. It is a rare treat to have an ACCA insurance win. The Arsenal. Obviously, I am going to say that as an Arsenal fan. I mean, the pundits are saying we are. I'm an Arsenal fan, look. So, yeah, that's always going to be my opinion. I want us to be the best. Yeah. And you can ask me the question of who's my favourite team outside of Arsenal, because I'll tell you free of charge. My favourite team outside of Arsenal is Nottingham Forest. Which is why I was so delighted by the result last weekend. I actually wasn't pleased to see Liverpool lose. The only thing that pleased me about that game was because it was Forest winning there. If I'm being honest with you, it's just getting a bit sickening, really, watching this downward spiral of City. And we are, by the way, now on Premier League coverage, I just realised. So, yeah, Gillette Soccer Saturday is now over. And, yeah, very normally I'd be calling bye-bye because it's 5 o'clock. But we are still well and truly alive for the 3 o'clock kickoffs in the Premier League. Once they are done, we will close off. But yes, loading up on Sky right now with the titles rolling. Easy coverage of Everton against Newcastle. With the kick-off at 5:30. There's been a red card for Bournemouth. Oh, Sunderland have won that then, haven't they? Yeah, full-time whistle at the Etihad. City get away with it. City 3, Leeds 2. Final score. So Lewis Cook sent off for Bournemouth. Sunderland. That's all right. I mean, I'm just, I don't know. I'm not trained, but I have been doing this for a long time. Not that I'll be doing it for too much longer, because like I said, I'm trying to sway towards matchday vlogging. We'll see where YouTube takes me. But yeah. Once again, you can rejoin us on the channel 7:45 for the 8 o'clock kickoff, and that one is Spurs against Fulham. It's the lighting in here. I wouldn't worry about that. Yeah, there's a light that goes directly onto that wall. Yeah, it's sort of like a. To be fair, 2 of those bulbs are out actually. It's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bulb light. 2 are out. Both of the ones pointing towards the wall and the bed. Well, the 2 walls there, either side of the bed. And then yeah, there's 1 pointing that direction, and there's 2 in my direction. Yeah, I could change it, but I mean, I don't think it affects us that much. Right, we're just waiting for the final score at the Stadium of Light, whenever it wants to come through. And by the way, folks, this is actually one of the easiest away days. I just more or less talking about the Everton-Newcastle game, but it is actually the easiest away day for a Newcastle fan because of TransPennine Express, who have a rather unique route which directly cuts across the Pennines and just takes you from Newcastle to Liverpool direct, no bother. I think it's an every half an hour service, which is fantastic. So Newcastle fans will not have to worry about getting home at all tonight. So yeah, it'll be a nice, easy journey home for the Newcastle fans tonight, because I think, yeah, because and obviously, of course, yeah, you've got, I think those services also extend to Edinburgh and Glasgow as well sometimes. I think they've got about 3 or 4 routes, TP Express. Anyways, I would not work for the BBC. Trust me when I tell you that I do not like the BBC. I would be a good candidate. You are right, and they would probably snap my hand off. But no. Somebody else, yeah, but the BBC. This face will not work for the BBC. Unless there is a clause saying TV license fee waived. 5:06, man. 3-2 to Everton Newcastle. We're nearly done. We're nearly done. We're still going to the Stadium of Light, by the way. We are still going to the Stadium of Light. Can you believe it? We are. We are. And it's all done. It is 3-2 to Sunderland. And folks, next up on Realltom Football, you can join us at 7:25 8 o'clock kickoff. Spurs, Fulham. Enjoy Everton, Newcastle. Final scores then in the Premier League. Just to recap: Brentford 3, Burnley 1, City 3, Leeds 2, and Sunderland 3. Bournemouth 2, 14 goals, 3 games. Mental. How many goals will we get in the Everton Newcastle game and our game later, Spurs Fulham? Well, the answer to that question should be here by 10 o'clock. But for now, take care. We'll see you all back here, 7:45.